At the beginning of this week, you're going to realize something rather interesting, something rather unusual. And the reason why am I saying that what you're going to realize is going to be really unusual, it's purely because you're really going to you're going to be surprised where this message is coming from. So the certain specific message is going to come to you completely out of the blue from the beginning of this week. And I'm not surprised at all, because this week starts on the 7th of November and it's going to finish on the 13th of November 2022. So it is a lot about, our spirituality being enhanced in such a way where we really kind of understand things through certain messages, and these things that we understand from a much deeper level. It's also to do with things that have been on our mind like even before, let's say, but we just couldn't understand the true essence of that particular thing. So now, my gorgeous Aries, what is going to be quite important is, you see, it's the number 7, it's all about spirituality. So this week is starting on the 7th of November, as I say. It's all about the actual spirituality, but it's in the same time a lot about your own transformation. So this is why you're going to be able to understand things from a slightly different angle. So my gorgeous Aries, you need to pay attention to this message that is going to come to you. So it is like a very intuitive message, very psychic message. So what this message is going to be about? Do you know what this message is going to be about? It's going to be about like an important choice. A really important choice that you have become aware of not that long ago. It has already been on your mind, but now it's going to be really highlighted so much. A very important choice. It could happen in some cases that this choice was on your mind already, like subconsciously. So when you become aware of this choice that is going to be highlighted at the beginning of the week, you can kind of be completely aware of that particular choice that is going to be on your mind constantly, or it is just going to kind of it's going to ring the bells. It's going to kind of make you like kind of there is going to be the certain familiarity with that choice. It's like you may not be aware of like of that before, like consciously, but somehow you will kind of something is going to be familiar here. Something is going to be so familiar here to you, my gorgeous Aries, indeed. But the bottom line is, at the beginning of this week, you're going to have an intuitive message. Something is going to be on your mind all the time. Something is going to be on your mind persistently. And that in itself is to do with an important choice. Now, when it comes to that choice, you will know that this is not something that is going to happen like completely overnight or anything like that. But you're also not going to be able to kind of, you're not going to be aware of like how exactly you're going to do this. And I repeat, which choice I'm talking about, this is going to be absolutely obvious to you, because you're not going to be able to stop thinking about it whatsoever. So you have to follow your inspiration, you have to follow your intuition, you have to kind of understand, you have to center yourself, ground yourself a little bit, and you have to understand why certain things like keep on repeating on your mind, why certain things so attractive to you, why certain things keep on popping back into your life, why do certain things make you feel so alive again. That's exactly what you should be doing, my gorgeous Aries, indeed. So this is something that it's not going to happen overnight or anything like that. So I can see you like a couple of days after that moment in time. You are really going to you're gonna feel like, oh my god, a little bit like things are getting a little bit too much. You're gonna feel maybe a little bit tired. You're gonna feel maybe a little bit drained. But that in itself means that you're slowly but surely about to enter the actual hermit mode. And that in itself means that it's gonna be required from you, your body, your spirit, your soul, baby. It's gonna require from you to just kind of to chill out a little bit, to take some time out. Whatever you consider as a time out, maybe this can be 1 day, maybe this can be 2 days, maybe this can be half a day, maybe this can be 2 hours, but you're gonna feel like you want to be a little bit by yourself. And this is also an important time for you to recharge. You need to recharge yourself. You need to recharge your spiritual batteries, because that in itself is going to really kind of after that moment in time, you will be able to see things that you don't see now. You will be able to know things that you don't know now. On spiritual level, this is going to be superb, because you will be so much closer to your own truth when it comes to your soul purpose. But also on another hand, when it comes to mentally preparing for what is to come, this is going to be absolutely superb to you. So when you feel drained, when you feel tired, you just need to understand that if you can possibly take a little bit of time out to recharge, that is going to be absolutely brilliant, because I will tell you why. Because something is going to happen. So after you recharge your batteries, after you feel like you want to enter that hermit mode, when we enter the actual hermit mode, we are so much wiser, that we go really deep, and the deeper we go, the more successful the outcome is actually going to be, because it's something is always pointed at us, something is pointed that we should be doing, that we should be paying attention to, something always come to the surface. And what is going to come to the surface to you, my gorgeous Aries, after that moment in time, it's like, oh my God, it's like almost as if you're like, something is going to change, and out of the blue, you're gonna go like in this stage, in this mode of like wanting to find out more, wanting to explore. It is going to be such a surge of a really powerful energy that is at the same time going to reflect on you, really kind of coming out of yourself. You're understanding that you're going to need to tap into the certain waters, indeed, but at the same time, you are really going to become ridiculously optimistic about that particular option, about that particular choice that I've started this reading with. This is brilliant because it's going to put you in a mode of like being really excited and super optimistic, even more than before, but at the same time, it's really going to show you the way. And how the way is going to be shown to you by exploring something. Now suddenly you're going to feel an urge, the actual urge to explore, to find out further. And by the time you get to the mid part of this week, there are already going to be certain elements that you're going to become aware of, like the certain prospects connected to that particular opportunity, that particular choice that I already started this reading with. You're going to realize it's not just one choice, it's not just one option, it's not just one opportunity. There is so much that it's actually going to come out of this, but at the same time, so much in your life, it's actually going to be resolved. Suddenly at around the midweek, there's so many aspects of your life that you're going to realize that you will be able to get to so much sooner, so much closer, where you thought that there was no way. Now you're going to find a way. So the midweek, it's also bringing you these new ways, new ways how to get to the parts of your life that you want to get to. You see, don't worry, this is all going to make sense, my gorgeous Aries, indeed. And also when it comes to the midweek, there is going to be like a very much so an unexpected something. It's going to happen here completely unexpectedly as well, and this is going to surprise you. And at around the time when something unexpectedly happen, you are going to be like really looking at a certain person who is going to inspire you so much. A really powerful male person, very strong male person, very unique male person, very wise male person, a ridiculously courageous male person, but also at the same time rather successful male person. It's going to make themselves known at around the end of the week. And at around that time, when you see that person, you are going to be thinking about how much this person, there is something that is going to really inspire you. There is something that is going to give you a very interesting idea. And after that, there is something really unexpectedly going to happen. Something is really going to blow you away after that moment in time. Not related to that person, but you will be able to kind of tell the timing when this situation is going to take place. Something really is going to blow you away. Something is going to happen in such a way where you are going to find out like a little secret, or you're going to find out something that you didn't know before. And the secret that you're going to find out, like, which is completely going to surprise you, it's going to make you aware of exactly what you need to know at this stage in your life when it comes to your own success and when it comes to you doing the right thing, which may surprise you how strongly passionate you are going to feel, because there are certain elements going to be connected to it that are going to make you feel, oh my God, certain elements of the unknown that you will know that you're going to have to enter right now, but this is really going to excite you instead of scaring you. So what you're going to find out through that unexpected situation, what you're going to become fully aware of, it's going to be brilliant, because you will know exactly what do you need to do in terms of your own success, but you will also know exactly which part of your life came to an end and you need to move on from. And that part of your life that came to an end was making making you for too long. Absolutely, it was stealing your confidence. It was affecting you very negatively because it came to an end a while back, which means that karmically it affects you. These stages in your life, when it happens, it affects you because it leaves you feeling powerless, and that is not a good feeling whatsoever. So this is also going to highlight the part of your life that came to an end. You're going to move on from that, but at the same time it's going to highlight that same part of your life that was actually draining your energy and making you more unhappy than anything else. So this is going to be brilliant and perfect thing for you to move on. The last part of this week, my gorgeous Aries, it's like, oh my lord, it's like, I don't even know how to explain this to you. You are going to feel pretty much so by the end of this week, you are going to feel like you have a control over the certain part of your life that you really just did not know what is actually going to happen, where is actually going to go, where is actually going to lead you. This is brilliant. So you are going to have a full control over the part of your life that was slowing you down because of all this uncertainty. And that in itself is going to give you a confidence, the actual confidence and self-esteem in order to accept that something is not going to be happening. And what is not going to be happening? Well, it happens sometimes, you know what I mean? What is not going to be happening, it's like, there is some kind of a plan that you had, some kind of a dream and some kind of a wish. It doesn't really matter. I mean, where would we be really as a humans, you know what I mean? If every single thing we want in this life to happen, blah, blah, blah. No, baby, no, it's not the way it's meant to be. Sometimes we really look forward to the certain stage and to the certain part of our lives to become true. But sometimes we evolve, we grow so much, we change, we learn so much along the way that part of our life is not our part of our life anymore. We learn so much along the journey that, our destinies, like kind of, we are in control of our own destiny, of course, but we are also in control of those things that we absorb, that we allow to learn, all those aspects of our lives. Every single person is teaching us something. Every single experience is teaching us something. So this is why I'm trying to explain to you that you're going to realize also that at the same time, some kind of dream that you had, you're going to have to accept that it's not going to happen. And this is a powerful moment because at the same time you're going to release this energy, and that release of that energy, it's going to be followed by you having a really important and rather powerful vision, and that vision that you are going to have at the end of the week, you are either going to be looking at some kind of nature before you have that vision. You're either going to be within the nature, but the nature is going to play an important role. Even the certain animal could come across as well and kind of act in a very strange way. So it's going to be either something to do with an animal beforehand, or either you're going to be looking at the nature, or either you're going to be like facing the nature, or you're going to be within the nature. But the bottom line is that you are going to have a vision, and the vision that you are going to have, how you want your life to be, okay? And the vision that you are going to have now, the only reason why you're going to have this vision is because you accepted that situation at the beginning of the end of that week. So you accepted that situation, something is not going to be happening, it doesn't really matter. And the actual reward for you accepting that vision, it's going accepting this not kind of like really happening in your life, for you accepting this, it's like a reward. I wanted to say that you are going to have the actual vision, like a direct reward. And the only reason that you are actually going to have this vision, it's not only because you accepted this situation, but also the fact that you accepted this situation, that in itself, it's also going to provide you with a different perspective. And you need this different perspective in order to have that vision. So you see what I mean now? I hope this is not too confusing, my gorgeous Aries. So that what you're gonna accept, like it's the situation that it's not going to be happening because you changed, you evolved, you grew, something much better is going to be there for you. This is the part of your plan. So you're going to accept this situation because you're going to have enough confidence, and you're going to be driven, you're going to have enough power. And then that in itself, it's also going to really give you the ability, to actually see the situation, the specific situation in your life as slightly different. And that on another hand, this is going to provide you with an important vision, and that vision is going to be absolutely everything, because it's all about something that inspired you not that long ago, that it's going to be on your mind so much, something that inspired you so not that long ago, that it's going to be on your mind. You know, this is going to be on your mind quite a lot, but at the same time, you know, it's about your spirit rising, and this is what you need to follow. When you have that vision at the end of the week, the bottom line is, what is going to make you feel so good? What is going to make you feel so energetic? What exactly is going to make you feel like you are facing literally such an energetic potential here? What is actually going to elevate you so much to the point where your passion is going to be so ignited? My gorgeous Aries, this is important. This is exactly what you should do. This in itself is also going to create a moment, not only like you doing the right thing, but this is also going to bring such an important people into your lives as well. This is going to help you to reconnect with the people in your life already, but it's also going to start bringing such a wave of new important people in your life who you are really going to appreciate on your spiritual journey. And another thing that I was going to say, my gorgeous Aries, is that by the end of this week, just let me tell you that a specific certain collaboration is going to be so important. The certain collaboration is going to be so important, my gorgeous Aries, when it comes to this week as well. Specific, you will know which collaboration I'm talking about. This collaboration you're going to become aware of. This is important because that collaboration is also something is going to happen when it comes to that collaboration. You are really, on one hand, you need to understand that as soon as you become aware of this collaboration this week, you know, this is a wise choice. But on another hand, this collaboration, you're also going to realize something about yourself, about your life as well, when it comes to that collaboration, when it comes to also you doing the right thing. Okay, so it's like maybe like people with a certain experience that you need at this stage, that you're going to be able to understand specific parts of yourself as well. And this is going to be very special moment, and you will know exactly what I mean. Okay, my gorgeous Aries, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. Love you. Bye.